The doctor says eat more fruit, and the nutritionist says fruits are natural. But nobody mentions that for seniors, certain fruits can actually harm leg strength. It's like trying to build muscle while working against yourself. Take my neighbor Martha, who couldn't understand why her mobility declined despite her healthy diet. Today I'm identifying the 7 worst fruit offenders secretly sabotaging your strength and independence. I'll explain why your body processes these differently after 60 and share alternatives that can reduce inflammation and support stronger legs. Stay tuned to discover which common fruits you should avoid starting today. What if I told you that the morning banana you've eaten faithfully for years is secretly working against your leg strength? That seemingly healthy choice might actually be contributing to the difficulty you experience when climbing stairs or getting up from your favorite chair. This isn't about denying yourself pleasure. It's about understanding how your body has changed over time. After you pass the age of 60, your body processes sugar differently. Your metabolism slows, and the mechanisms that efficiently managed blood sugar in your younger years begin to falter. This creates a problem with certain fruits that most health experts never mention. While we've all heard the advice to eat more fruit, this recommendation fails to account for how aging bodies respond to different types of fruits. Some fruits trigger inflammation and joint pain specifically in older adults. Your 65-year-old body handles certain fruits differently than your 40-year-old body did. The sugar content that once provided quick energy now lingers in your bloodstream, creating problems that directly impact your mobility and leg strength. The connection is difficult to spot because fruit-related inflammation builds gradually. Think of it like a slow leak in a tire. You won't notice the problem immediately, but eventually that tire will fail. As research indicates, the harm is gradual, subtle, and undetectable until one day you experience a sharp pain in your calves, persistent thigh discomfort, or an odd tightness in your knees after only a quick stroll. By that point, most seniors attribute their declining leg strength to aging, not their daily fruit consumption. The science behind this is straightforward. When you consume high-sugar fruits, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, damaging the small blood vessels in your legs. These damaged vessels can't deliver oxygen and nutrients efficiently to your muscles and joints. Recent findings show that as blood vessels become more delicate with age, they no longer respond to sugar increases in the same manner, making them vulnerable to damage from blood sugar fluctuations. This damage creates a cycle of inflammation and weakness. The vessels become inflamed, your leg muscles receive less oxygen and nutrients, making them weaker and more prone to fatigue. This weakness reduces movement, which further decreases circulation, making your legs progressively weaker over time. Research shows that inflammation markers in seniors increase significantly after consuming high-sugar fruits, directly impacting joint function. The inflammation settles particularly in places with inadequate circulation, such as your calves, ankles, and knees, areas crucial for maintaining mobility and independence. The stiffness when standing up, soreness after a short walk, and hesitation before tackling stairs might not be inevitable aspects of aging, but rather the result of specific dietary choices that could be modified. The banana that many seniors eat every morning thinking they're making a healthy choice is just the tip of the iceberg. There's an entire list of surprising leg strength saboteurs hiding in plain sight. Why don't more doctors mention this connection? Most medical training focuses on disease management rather than nutritional impacts specific to aging bodies. As research indicates, the most hazardous aspect of all, however, is there aren't any significant obvious negative effects, initially, making it difficult for healthcare providers to make the connection. This blind spot means you need to become your own advocate for preserving leg strength and mobility. Understanding which fruits help versus harm your aging body could determine whether you maintain independence or face increasingly limited mobility. Now let's unmask our first 3 culprits that might be hiding in your fruit bowl right now. The first 3 culprits: sweet betrayal. You've trusted these fruits your whole life, but after 60, they're working against you in ways you'd never suspect. Those colorful staples in your fruit bowl that you've always considered healthy choices might actually be sabotaging your leg strength day by day. Let's look at the first 3 culprits: bananas, watermelon, and mangoes, all seemingly beneficial foods that hide a dangerous secret for seniors. Let's start with bananas. You've probably heard countless times that they're great for potassium and muscle health, but here's what no one tells you. Bananas contain rapidly digesting carbohydrates that cause significant blood sugar spikes, which can be particularly harmful for seniors. For people over 60, This sudden increase in blood glucose directly contributes to leg soreness and stiffness you might be experiencing. The research shows that the high sugar content in bananas contributes to this effect, making them a less than ideal choice for those over 60 who are more susceptible to the negative impacts of sugar on their bodies. As we age, our metabolism slows, and our bodies simply can't regulate blood sugar as efficiently as they once did. Beyond those sugar spikes, bananas can trigger fluid retention, especially if you have heart issues or take certain medications. This fluid buildup often shows up as swollen ankles and feet, creating stiff joints and reducing mobility. A medium overripe banana has nearly 30% more sugar than a firm, slightly green one, which can lead to more inflammation and water retention. That extra retention weighs down your legs, making each step more difficult. Watermelon presents a similar danger but through a different route. This refreshing summer treat has a glycemic index of 72, higher than a donut at 65 or white bread at 70. This means watermelon spikes your blood sugar more rapidly than many processed foods were taught to avoid. These spikes trigger widespread inflammation throughout your body, especially in your legs, leading to fatigue and stiffness. What makes watermelon particularly problematic is its refreshing nature encourages overconsumption. You might easily eat several slices on a hot day, multiplying these negative effects on your leg strength. Mangoes complete this troublesome trio as potentially the most harmful for seniors due to their extremely high sugar content. When you eat a mango, you're consuming a sugar load that triggers substantial insulin spikes and subsequent inflammation. The sugar in one mango takes the liver 12+ hours to fully process. That's half a day your body spends dealing with the sugar from just one fruit. Think of these fruit sugars like sudden traffic jams in your bloodstream. Everything backs up, causing inflammation at key junctions like your ankles, knees, and hips. Many seniors report leg heaviness after consuming these fruits, but never make the connection to their diet. The common thread with these fruits is they create a perfect storm for aging bodies. Rapid sugar absorption your system can no longer efficiently process, resulting in joint inflammation that manifests as pain and weakness. Your doctor might attribute these symptoms to normal aging, never investigating your fruit consumption habits. These aren't inevitable consequences of aging. They're potentially connected to your daily fruit choices. The hesitation before climbing stairs or the extra effort to stand from your chair could be signs of this fruit-induced inflammation. While these first three fruits undermine leg strength through sugar-driven inflammation, our next group causes harm through an entirely different mechanism: acid. This shift might explain why your joints feel that burning sensation even when you believe you're eating healthy. The acid attackers, fruit that fights your joints. The burning sensation in your knees might not be arthritis. It could be coming straight from your breakfast. While the previous fruits we discussed harm your leg strength through sugar spikes, our next two culprits attack your joints through a completely different pathway: acid. These acidic fruits create a direct assault on your joint tissues that might explain why your legs feel increasingly weak and unstable. Let's focus on two fruits that most people consider healthy but create serious problems for seniors: pineapple and oranges. Both contain high levels of acids that threaten your leg strength and mobility through joint tissue irritation. Have you ever wondered why your favorite tropical treat leaves you feeling unstable on your feet? Pineapple presents a fascinating case. It's often praised for its bromelain, an enzyme with anti-inflammatory properties. What remains unmentioned is pineapple's high acid content that can cause joint irritation, especially with existing inflammation or arthritis. Research indicates that the acids in pineapple can damage the protective tissues in joints over time, creating a cumulative effect that gradually reduces mobility. When consumed regularly, these acids wear away at the cushioning tissues in your knees, ankles, and hips. Many seniors report a burning sensation in these joints hours after eating pineapple. Take Martha, 72, who enjoyed pineapple with her breakfast for years until she noticed her knee pain intensified on days she ate her favorite fruit. The harm happens gradually, subtle and often undetectable until noticeable pain or swelling occurs. For seniors, this effect amplifies because blood vessels become more delicate with age. They simply may not respond to sugar increases in the same manner as when younger. The combination of acids and sugars delivers a double blow to aging joints, creating inflammation that impacts your ability to stand and walk comfortably. Oranges present another acid threat, disguised behind their reputation for vitamin C and immune support. Medical studies show that oranges contain acid, which joints dislike. leading to what researchers call quiet joint irritation. This particularly affects those already dealing with inflammation or stiffness, common conditions after age 60. What makes oranges especially problematic is their triple threat of citric acid, natural sugars, and histamine-releasing compounds that can wreak havoc on aging bodies. The citric acid irritates joint linings while sugars trigger blood sugar fluctuations, contributing to whole-body inflammation. These effects make each step feel heavier and more painful. Beyond temporary discomfort, regular orange consumption can lead to persistent hip pain and decreased mobility. Many seniors experience morning stiffness after having orange juice with breakfast yet never make the connection. Joint specialists observe that the effects of oranges may not immediately harm a younger individual, but the impact develops subtly in elderly persons with aging joints and slower circulation. The connection between these acidic fruits and declining leg strength often goes undetected because effects build gradually. You might attribute increasing difficulty with stairs to normal aging, never suspecting your morning glass of orange juice could be responsible. While acid attackers work directly on your joints, our final two culprits damage your leg strength through yet another surprising mechanism that affects your body in ways you'd never expect, and they're foods you've probably been told are among the healthiest options. These last two fruits are especially dangerous because they're often recommended as healthier options, making their damage to your leg strength even more insidious. When your doctor suggests eating more fruit, or when you read articles about healthy snacking, these two options frequently appear on the good choice lists. Let's talk about grapes and green apples. Two fruits that might be sitting in your kitchen right now, quietly undermining your stability and balance. What makes these particularly deceptive is their reputation. Grapes are often considered a perfect snack, small, sweet, and supposedly nutritious. Green apples are frequently recommended as a lower sugar alternative to their red counterparts, but these reputations mask significant problems for aging bodies. Grapes contain high concentrations of fructose that directly impacts your joint health. This fructose rapidly absorbs into your liver, converting into fat and uric acid. The uric acid accumulates in your joints, causing pain, stiffness, and inflammation that compromises your mobility. Research reveals this manifests as sharp, sudden pains in the big toes or fingers, and stiffness that feels different from regular arthritis. When uric acid builds up in your joints over time, it creates intermittent burning and swelling. This particularly affects your feet, ankles, and knees, essential joints for maintaining stability when standing and walking. The chronic inflammation throughout your body acts like a slow-moving rust, gradually corroding your leg strength and making each step more difficult. Green apples present equally concerning problems. Despite being less sweet than red varieties, they contain significant amounts of malic acid that irritates joints while their sugars cause problematic blood sugar fluctuations. The malic acid often triggers hip or thigh pain or a feeling of tightness in the knees, symptoms rarely connected to that seemingly innocent apple eaten each afternoon. The acid in green apples functions like sandpaper for your aging digestive system and joints and can leach calcium from bones, potentially worsening osteoporosis. Consider this. The acid in one green apple has the equivalent of a shot of vinegar. This perspective clarifies how this trusted fruit might be eroding your mobility over time. Eating green apples before bed leads to overnight inflammation, worsening morning stiffness. The natural sugars trigger blood sugar fluctuations, causing fatigue, cramping, and stiffness while you sleep, explaining why many seniors struggle with weak legs in the morning. Both fruits become particularly harmful through casual, thoughtless consumption. That handful of grapes grabbed while passing through the kitchen or the apple eaten during television time creates a constant state of inflammation, gradually deteriorating your leg strength. Fortunately, simple alternatives can dramatically reduce inflammation. Papaya stands out as nature's answer to this problem. This golden fruit contains papain, a powerful enzyme specifically targeting inflammation in legs and joints. Papain aids digestion and reduces inflammation, making it particularly beneficial for seniors concerned about maintaining mobility. Unlike the harmful compounds in grapes and green apples, papaya's enzymes ease digestion and reduce inflammation, directly supporting the strength and flexibility needed for comfortable movement. Now that you understand which familiar fruits may be betraying your mobility, let's explore alternatives that can help you stand stronger and move confidently again. These simple changes could make the difference between struggling with mobility and maintaining your independence for years to come. After learning about the fruits that damage your leg strength, you need alternatives that actually help you stay mobile. Imagine feeling lighter on your feet and reclaiming your independence. Berries and cherries contain powerful anti-inflammatory properties that improve circulation and reduce stiffness. Berries support better leg circulation with minimal blood sugar impact, while cherries decrease uric acid levels, preventing gout flare-ups. Avocados deliver healthy fats that cushion joints while regulating insulin. Swapping your morning banana for berries or replacing oranges with cherries could transform your mobility. Your 65-plus body processes foods differently than at 40. Try these changes today and share your experience in the comments below.